again to Scan is Here to Help podcast, where we take the opportunity to inform the community or communities that we serve about all the things that Scan does and the populations that we work with. And today we want to talk about a specific program, but I just want to mention that Scan has a lot of different programs that primarily help people that are going through difficult experiences, or sometimes programs that want to prevent problems from becoming, greater problems. And so our main mission is to make sure, how do we help families develop in a healthy way? So whatever is connected to that, making families grow, that people get along, that people get to communicate with each other, that people feel better about themselves, that relationships improve, that we take care of babies, the babies grow healthy to be healthy adults. So we develop programming based on that mission that we have. So today we're going to talk specifically about one of the new programs that SCAN has implemented, and it's been around for a year now. Not yet. And the program is SCAN's Family Resource Center. And with me, I'm Luis Flores. I'm sorry, I should have started by the way. I'm so sorry, guys. My name is Luis Flores, and I'm the Executive Vice President of SCAN. And with me, can you introduce yourself, the Program Director for the Family Resource Center?
Good morning, Mr. Flores. My name is Angelica Ramirez, and I am the Project Coordinator for SCAN's Family Resource Center.
Excellent. So we're going to start, the conversation about the Family Resource Center and give you information about it. Hopefully, the families can reach out and take advantage of this incredible resource that we're bringing in. So let's start with the basic. What is the SCAN Family Resource Center?
So the SCAN Family Resource Center is basically what you're hearing. It's a center where we provide resources. What I want to make very clear is this is not your typical program where you come in, you enroll, you follow a schedule, come in 6 months, 9 months. This is a center where our doors are open whenever you need to come in.
Okay.
This is a project where we want to welcome the community to come in and take advantage of the resources that we have. Our target are families that have children 0 to 5.
0 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're serving families with children 0 to 5, so little ones.
Yeah, so this is like really early prevention.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear though, we serve everybody, not just the families with 0 to 5, children 0 to 5. We take calls from anybody who calls us, and we can help them with resources as well.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you help everybody, right? But you specialize with those little ones and their caregivers, because the relationship with the caregivers and the children is really important, right?
Yes, a healthy relationship between caregivers, and we say caregivers, not just moms. We welcome grandmas, we welcome uncles, we welcome dads. So yes, we want to go ahead and strengthen those relationships between children and their caregivers.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
So it can be foster parents, it can be step parents, it can be grandparents, it can be somebody who's taking care of a child.
Anybody who's taking care of a child, basically.
Adopted parents.
Yes, of course.
Everybody's welcome here.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the resources, when you say a lot of resources, what would be specifically some of the resources that you have?
So for families that do enroll with us, immediately we go ahead and resource them out to our launch project. And what they do at the launch project is they provide our ASQ screening. Okay. This is a screening just to make sure, we want to make sure that baby's doing well. That's our ultimate goal. Mm. So when we refer them out to launch, they provide us with this screening, and we want to make sure that baby is meeting milestones. So they come in with us. We go ahead and refer them to Project Launch. They go ahead and administer that screening. Mm-hmm. If there are any findings, any concerns, we go ahead and refer them out to, whether it be speech therapy, physical therapy, any kind of therapy that the baby is lacking.
Mm-hmm. So then the screening helps us identify if the baby is developing healthy, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm. And we also have a medical screening.
A medical screening as well.
So along with the developmental screening, we refer them out to our nurse practitioner, Karen out in our Hendricks facility, 1702 Hendricks. And she does a full-on physical checkup
Yes.
of baby.
Nice.
So we want to make sure that baby's healthy, and we want to make sure that baby is meeting milestones.
Yeah.
And that's where we begin.
So it's a pretty comprehensive assessment that we look at the physical aspects, but it also in terms of are they sitting down, or are they
Talking.
they talk, are they saying a few words already? Yes. So so they're developing healthily.
Yeah.
So,
Besides the screenings, we also offer support groups. We have a collaboration with La Leche League, who they come over, they provide breastfeeding support, toddler time groups, gentle parenting groups. We have mindfulness, and this is for moms, grandmas, uncles. We take care of babies in our playroom. I don't know if you had the chance to take a look at our playroom. And then we have this specific room for moms or grandmas, grandpas, and we have licensed clinicians who actually come and provide the mindfulness groups for us.
Wow.
Yes.
So for those of you who may be familiar with mindfulness, we have a tendency to, as human beings, to overthink, and then we worry, or we review things about the past, and that creates a lot of suffering. So one of the things that the mindfulness does is, I think it helps us connect with what's going on in the present moment, kind of not get sucked into the worries or things about the past, and be able to then do the things that are important to you. But it takes practice to really become connected to what's going on, because we have a tendency to worry a lot.
Yes, we do, especially if you're looking over a little one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're running around trying to catch a toddler with another baby on your hip,
Yes.
It sometimes, especially moms, their mind is everywhere but in the present. So we wanna invite them to come over, be able to just take a minute to themselves, be present, and no worries about baby.
Take a deep breath in.
Yes. So those are just two of our groups that we have. We have nutrition. We have a collaboration with ECI. I think that what we're trying to share with the community right now with this collaboration, we're trying to bring in mental health and obviously the milestones for babies to make sure they're okay.
Mental health for the babies, you mean?
Well, it's the first group we had was actually mental health and milestones, and it was mental health for parents. And the group basically covered the impact that mental health has on our children.
Well, the impact that
mental health on
when
parents.
parents have difficulty with their mental health,
Yes,
they can have an impact on the kids. Yeah.
So the first portion of the group, we touched base on anxiety, depression, just the basics of it. And then we followed up with a presentation by ECI where they're talking about baby's supposed to be talking here, baby's supposed to be walking over here, and how the mental health aspect, from a mom or a dad, how it has an impact on your child's development. So that was our first introduction with this collaboration. We followed up, and now we're focusing on the second group was specifically about depression. So we touched base on depression, the symptoms to look out for, where here at SCAN they could come and get the help that they need.
Yes.
And we obviously followed up with baby, how it affects baby. If you have a depressed mom, where it can impact the baby in their development. Sure. And we're trying to bring this awareness to the community because we do see a need for it, especially mental health. Especially as a parent, we tend to neglect our very own mental health for the well-being of our children.
Of course, yeah.
A lot of the times these families are just focusing on surviving, and mental health is just not existent.
Well, we don't think about it.
We don't give it the importance that it has. It has an impact. It has an impact on our children. So we want to invite the community just to come and take a listen. If anything resonates with you guys, we will definitely provide the resources. We'll guide you to where you need to go for that help.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, depression and anxiety are really common nowadays, and I can only imagine the beautiful experience of having a children, but it's also a lot of stress.
Our next group is focusing on postpartum.
On postpartum.
Yes.
So then we have, we have this incredible task of doing that, and sometimes we, like you said, moms and dads are on the go, or caregivers. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Both male and female are on the go, and sometimes they don't stop and see what's going on with me because they may be going through anxiety or depression, and they don't know how they can indirectly impact children. And one of the things that I want to mention is that there's a great deal of stigma about mental health, mental health problems. So then if for some reason you identify with some things that we're talking about in terms of anxiety and depression and how they impact children, we don't want you to feel bad about it. We want you to reach out. We want you to know that it's normal and that it's something that you can do about it. So, because maybe the tendency is to say, oh my God, what if they find out or whatever?
Am I going to get in trouble? Are they going to take away my kids? And no, not at all. We're actually here to provide you the resources for help.
Yes.
So, that's just a little bit. That's just a little bit.
That's a lot, yeah.
It's a very heavy topic. It is a very heavy topic. It's something very that we have to be careful with, but I think it's also something we definitely need to have a conversation about. Not only that, we have nutrition, we have collaborations with MHP. We do a little Zumba.
What is MHP?
It's health. It's the Salud program.
Oh, okay. Salud program.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
So we have the MHP. They come here. They provide nutrition. They bring us examples. They have gifts. They have bingo along with their group. We do a little Zumba and
Zumba too.
Yes,
yeah.
We break a sweat a little bit. But
Nice.
it's for moms. It's for moms, and they give us tips, tricks. They provide us with measuring cups and plates for our kids. We're also trying to start off a workout group. Hopefully we can have some stroller strides where moms can come with their strollers. We could possibly take a walk.
With the kiddos.
With the kiddos, yes, of course. The most important thing is here, the doors are always open with your kids. There's never an excuse as I don't have a babysitter. No, bring your kids.
Yeah.
The doors are always open. You can come talk to us, and then we can take care of baby in the playroom. Or sometimes we even do have our intake sessions, sitting down on bean bags, just so that we can make sure baby's okay, mom is comfortable.
Yeah.
And we want to make them feel comfortable. We want to make them feel welcomed. This is not a very formal intake process. We're more casual. We want to make sure that the families feel that they can come in and out whenever they need.
Whenever they need, yeah. So then let's say that I'm hearing this podcast and then I'm interested. What do I need to do? How would I know you kind of say that it's an informal intake, but what does it involve, the intake process?
The intake process, you give us a call. I make some time in my schedule. You guys come in and we have a conversation. That's it.
Nice.
We want to talk. You come in, I ask you how you're doing. What are you doing? How are you doing it? And just a very casual conversation. We serve the whole family. So once you come in, we start this conversation. We try to identify the family's needs as a whole. From those needs, and we see what resources we can provide to meet those needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what kind of issues they're facing that can maybe impact the
Exactly.
baby. So maybe housing.
Yes,
issues,
linkages to
maybe.
housing, linkages to CCS for childcare, help them with the application process for Medicaid and food stamps. If they're looking for food bank, we can give you a referral for that. If you're looking for a job, we can link you to a staffing agency. And we also follow up on those referrals to make sure that you actually got the call from the staffing agency, to make sure that you actually called CCS for that application. So
what if you refer a parent to some agency and they say, no, me da vergüenza, I don't want to do that. What would you do? Let's say that you gave the referral, but they didn't follow through for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, you know what, ma'am? You can come over and we'll call with you.
Okay.
We'll sit with you and we
nice.
can call from here from my office. You don't have a computer at home, I can help you with the application here and we can follow up from here.
That's nice.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the families are comfortable enough to ask for these resources.
Yeah. Well, if you know Angelica, you know that the intake process is going to be really engaging because she's such a wonderful human being.
Thank
and
you.
she's going to make you comfortable and like you're, part of the family. So
That's our goal. That's
it's not a difficult intake process.
No,
It's
not at all.
And I love it that you say start a conversation.
It's a conversation.
Es una plática.
See.
Yeah. So then, I'm assuming that you don't charge for the service. Do you charge for the service?
Nothing, Mr. Flores. There's no charge. Once a family comes in and they decide to enroll within the project, once we get these screenings out of the way, once we make sure that baby's good and baby's healthy, then we can move on to another conversation, which is the basic needs. The basic needs that we provide here for babies. We can provide you with diapers. We can provide you with wipes.
Oh, nice.
If you're telling me that, you can't move around because baby no longer fits in his car seat, we can provide you with a car seat that's appropriate for the child's age. We can provide you with the stroller so you can have access to move around with baby wherever you go. We can inclusively help you pay a bill if that's what's haunting you and keeping you awake at night. Our funds are not
We don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not a lot, so don't come in with a $700 bill. But if it's a bill, something small that we can help you out with, definitely, we'll definitely help you out.
That's nice to know. That people sometimes find themselves in a bind and then they don't know where to turn.
Yeah, sometimes they come and they're like, you know what, my food stamps don't kick in until Friday. I don't have a single egg at home. You know what? Let me put in a request so we can get you a gift card, a $50 HEB gift card. So you can just go get whatever it is that your basic needs from here until you get your food stamps, And that's part of our program. We do want to see them engaged, though. We want to see these parents come into these groups. We want the parents to use our facility. Sometimes you don't even have to come to groups. If you want to come and sit in our playroom and have some playtime with your baby, by all means, yeah.
Yeah, I hope people take advantage of it.
I hope so too.
I need to go and see your playground because I came in when you opened the facility.
Oh, when we barely had anything.
I need to see how it develops because I used to be a play therapist, so I love playrooms. And so then they come in, they identify the needs of the baby and the family, make sure everything that they need some financial assistance or mental
counseling
health,
for mom, substance use for older brother, mat for dad or uncle or wherever they're staying. I want to make it very clear, we don't only refer within SCAN. If SCAN doesn't have the services that you need, we'll refer you wherever it is that you need to go.
Gotcha. And then I'm assuming then you take care of those needs and families get better. So then I'm imagining that there's more, like maybe now parents can learn about parenting.
Yes.
And do you offer that, or you offer linkages for parenting?
We have a parenting group.
You do have a parenting
Yes, so we also have Ms. Carla Navarro, who comes from Triple P, from Launch, and she offers our Triple P group sessions. So we do have parenting groups. If you're interested in, I don't know how to handle him, they have a group specifically that they talk about disobedience. They have a group that specifically talks about how do you start dealing when your child starts being violent and defiant. They have a group that specifically targets how to do outings with baby, how to have a healthy meal, how to do easy shopping with baby. So we do have those services.
Oh, nice.
We provide those parenting groups. We're also trying to open up a later group where moms can just come and talk and vent. No topic.
Kind of support group.
Just support each other. Just talk to other moms. How are they doing it? How are they handling the stress?
Hey, maybe you also can start a dad group.
Yes, we want to. We want to get more dads to join us.
I'll come and I'll help.
Really?
If you get it going. Yes, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, yes, so we look at problems, but also ones that we think that things are okay. There's still a lot more that we can do to help kids even develop even healthier.
Yes.
Because nobody teaches us how to be a parent.
There's no manual.
Right? And the things that we learn sometimes, by the way we were parented or seeing others, they may have the best intentions, but sometimes they don't work, or they do more damage than good.
Yes, or sometimes they're just outdated.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new families that are navigating this parenting with things that they were taught by their grandparents that, is kind of different to what we have going on in the world today.
Yeah.
So I think peers, talking to other moms, talking to other dads that have children around the same age group is really beneficial. It's really enlightening.
Yeah. And I think that one of the things that I've seen, because I've done a lot of parenting training, and since in my 30 years plus, that I've been a counselor. And one of the things that I find out is that parents a lot of times don't see the value of learning about parenting. Yes. And sometimes they wait too much, and then when the kids turn already they're preteens, then it's harder to fix.
It's harder to control.
You can even start when they're day one, and that will be so important to.
The parenting, the play, their development, their physical development, their social emotional development. I don't think we realize the impact that we have on our children in this specific age group. They're sponges. They are, and as sometimes we like to think we have it under control, and sometimes we like to think that we're doing, the best of what we can, and we're trying our best, but not taking care of ourselves, it can have a great impact. It can have a great impact on our kids.
I remember a psychologist, I don't remember, but he specialized in children, and he says that all parents love their children.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but it's not that parents need is love only. You need skills also. So you need to learn those, because sometimes you have the best intentions, and then it may not be helpful for the child.
Yes.
So reach out for parenting. I think is one of the most important jobs that you will ever have. How to raise a human being, and make sure that they have peaceful, healthy lives, so as they become adults.
Yes. Another thing that we've been seeing happening when parents come and they come to group, they leave their kids in their playroom, they'll tell us, this is the first time he's ever been alone and without me. And this is the first time he's played with another little boy. This is the first time that I hear him interact with another little girl. Socializing our kids is also very important.
Yeah.
So bringing them over, they're in a safe space. They're with other children. And the kids there are doing their own growing in that room. So a lot of the parents were like, well, at least I know he's ready for preschool, because he did very well. I'm like, we need to give our kids the opportunity, especially new moms or when babies are really, really small. We kind of just want to protect them, and we stay home, and we try not to go out, and we try not to expose them. But it's important. It's important to socialize. It's important to socialize as an adult. It's important to socialize our kids as kids.
That's an important part of development. The social aspect of it. How do we relate to others? How do we learn about waiting for our turn? How do we cooperate?
Yes, sharing. Sharing is a big one.
If we want to have fun, we have to share. So, and I have a lot of different things that I wanted to talk about, and one of them escaped me right now. But one of the things also that's helpful is, I guess, when you do the screenings, to identify if parents are having problems in terms of behavior, because there's an incredible type of therapy that I know that SCAN does, called parent-child interaction therapy, where they help the kids develop self-regulation, meaning that they if they have strong emotions, that they can control them, but also that they can be mindful of what the parents say, that they follow requests and things like that. So that's another aspect of it. But what I was going to say is that 0 to 5 or 0 to 6 is the most important part of the time in our lives where the brain is really developing. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think a lot of prevention efforts go into that age group. So if you have a baby, you have a little one, please take advantage of this resource.
Yes.
Even if you don't see a problem, we can even enhance what you're doing, so that it can benefit your baby and your family. Anything else you want to add? I know this is exciting conversation. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, so much I can add. We want to invite everyone. Next month, April, is Child Abuse Prevention Month. We want to open our doors again. We want to have a family party. We want to invite the community to come bring our kids, even if it's just to look at the center. Just look at our Family Resource Center. Mm-hmm. Just stop by, say hi. If you're interested, let us know. We can sign you up. We plan to have a lot more collaborations. We just had one with the health department yesterday. We have a lot of collaborations with ECI. We're collaborating with Head Starts. So the resources are here. We just want to invite everybody and let them know our doors are open.
And talking about our doors are open, what are your working hours?
Oh, we're actually open from 8:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Fridays. Mm-hmm. What if somebody says, I wish I could go, but I live in really far and I don't have a car? How would they deal with that?
So right now we're kind of in the conversations of probably providing transportation. But a lot of the families, if they are with SCAN, I know some SCAN projects do provide transportation.
Mm-hmm.
We also have MHP, I believe. They've helped us out with transporting some items to the families. So they might not have transportation to come in that specific day, but we can definitely find a way to get to them, or to get to their gift card, or to get to their pack of diapers. We can find a program that can provide that.
Nice. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is there? Go ahead.
Yes, there's one very important thing. We are located next to Galo Eye Center. Unfortunately, if you Google our address, it will send you somewhere else. But we're at 5705 Springfield. This is the same plaza where Galo Eye Center and ECI is located, right across the street from St. John Newman's Catholic Church. Yeah. Yes. If anybody has any issues.
So it's Springfield and Hillside.
Mm-hmm. It's a little placita in the corner with a black metal roof. If you Google our address, it will send you elsewhere. But please give us a call. Please give us a call. We'll guide you. I'll be out in the street waving you down if it's necessary. We'll make sure you get here.
Well, this is an exciting project, and I'm glad that it's fully implemented now. You're fully staffed.
Full staff.
How many months have you been in operation?
We had our open house back in November.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's not even 6 months yet.
I know, and we had 69 families show up yesterday.
65 families.
69.
69 families. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yes, please take advantage of this resource.
Please.
And we will be doing one in Spanish. So if you're Spanish speaking and you didn't understand a lot of the stuff that we're talking about, so then we will have one in Spanish pretty soon, and we will air it as well. So thank you once again for joining us for this podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.